monorail orange. Notice they've abandoned the Tomorrowland theming on the monorail, much like they abandoned the film. Or the film abandoned us, really, I would say.
Yeah, we know
that was a flop. Not a full-on flop. It's not a Lone Ranger flop. It's not a John Carter of Mars flop. But it's a little floppy. Fresh Baked, they're not loading the nose or the tail, so we have to sit with the commenters here in the steerage class.
They should be funded by our presence.
Well, it's not so bad. There's not too many rats, as Jack would say from Titanic. It's just a few rats. It's not too bad. But what it is hot as hell in here. It is sweaty in here, up in here. So we're gonna get right next to this window, Fresh Baked. See if you can stick your head out there and get a breeze for us, all right? It's almost time to go. They've locked us in. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Oh my gosh, they leveled the Fairfield Inn. There. It's not quite happening here today. That's why I don't take the monorail in from downtown Disney. That's a 30-minute wait at least. Oh look, trim. Where's Stardust? Look at it. Oh, I love it.
Disneyland is a truly American original. Since its opening in 1955, it has hosted hundreds of millions of guests. This is Tomorrowland, a land inspired by science, fact, and fantasy.
Look at the line of the monorail.
Where you can jump
you don't know how to self-know.
across the way are the icy peaks of Matterhorn Mountain, home of the world's famous bobsled ride. And beneath us is the Utopia, where drivers of all agencies travel the road to tomorrow. As we cruise over Tomorrowland, storybook characters.
And we are now approaching our one and only stop. Please remain seated until the monorail buses will go in complete stop and the doors have opened. Then you guys can exit away from the center of the train.
Tomorrowland Monorail Station, our final destination. Please remain seated until the monorail comes to a complete stop. Then land the line, watch your head, and step carefully on the train. On behalf of all of our crew, thanks for traveling with us. I hope you'll have a happy and memorable visit here at Disneyland.
Hello, Fresh Baked. It is 6:42 and we have arrived at the Small World Mall. I decided to come over here because I want to do a little reconnaissance for the Paint the Night Parade. And it's about 2 hours till showtime. And if this is any indication, there's still not a whole lot of people crowding up down here. Nothing's happening up here. We have, though, staked out our spot. This is the spot we've chosen. It's up on the steps in this little corner right here. I like to be able to sit a little further out and a little higher than the show, than being on the ground. I get a better view that way, with the camera, that is. But yeah, I would say that if you're coming here for the summer and you want to see Paint the Night, I think that if you start looking for a spot, an hour and a half, maybe, yeah, an hour and a half is probably pretty good before the show starts. Because it's gonna start crowding up here pretty quickly. But I think that 2 hours, it's definitely not 3 or 3.5 hours anymore, or even however long 5 hours or whatever. It's nothing like that now. But we are gonna stop here for the next 2 hours. We're gonna park it. No more show. Well, maybe, you know what? Does anybody want to go on Small World with me? Raise your hand if you want to go on Small World. Okay, neither one of these guys are barely committed, so I'm gonna go by myself. All right, because they don't want to ride Small World. What's wrong with Small World? So I came over here to go to the Troubadour Tavern, see if I could find some things to eat. But you know, they don't have the baked potato anymore. They replaced it with nachos, man. Nachos at the Troubadour? Does that make any sense? I didn't know they had nachos in that whatever era that was, man. Anyway, okay, we gotta go to Plan 2 for something to eat. All right. Fresh baked. I found my dinner. I had to go all the way to Tomorrowland to get this right here. That is the marzanara with meatballs. Oh, they got little tiny meatballs in there before. It used to be fresh baked that the meatballs were those giant, fist-sized meatballs. You get 2 of those, and you have to quarter them. And then I also got this for an additional $5. This poster, you guys, and it's kind of cool, I guess, but it's all right. I mean, you know what it is? The ones they gave us before for the Halloween anniversary. I got the Goofy one. I think it was.
I got the Mickey, Donald, Goofy at the Haunted Mansion.
Oh yeah. But it was like a material.
Yeah, it's canvas.
Canvas, yeah. That was a lot cooler, I thought. This is just board, but it's still cool, and it's only $5. So what's the big deal? Now I just got to figure out a way to carry this. And our waiting update is it's 7 o'clock, okay, 7:10 p.m., an hour and a half before showtime. There are still all this right here. You can sit, see that line right there? You can observe the parade from right there if you want. There's still some seats here. You can still get up here. So it's not that bad. And this is the beginning of the parade, guys. There's still, usually it gets more crowded at the start of the parade versus the back of the parade. At least that's usually the case, but then again, it's Main Street and everybody loves watching shows from Main Street, so that's probably really crowded. So don't think you're gonna get a spot there at an hour and a half before, but there are seats available. And it's not, hour and a half is not that big a deal. You can do it, Fresh Baked, you can do it. 8:05 Fresh Baked, and we're still here waiting for the parade to start. I wanted to give you an update on what things look like out here. So definitely, it's too late now, 45 minutes to showtime. You're not gonna get any spots on this strip. And they've even filled up this area right here where you walk between Fantasyland and, oh, it's not here. On the other side of La Petite Chalet, where you cross over from Fantasyland into the Matterhorn area, that's an area that people forget you can sit at, and you can kind of see it. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. That's one of your last hopes right there. If you get here late, just drop your bottom to the left of the rope. There's a rope that's going to create a little alley for the folks that are going to cross between Teacups and the Matterhorn. Park it right to the left of those ropes. Sit down, even though it looks like you're in the middle of nowhere. That's a good spot. But there you go, 45 minutes to go to showtime. It's too late now. Don't bug anybody. It's, you know what? I mean, if you get lucky, you might find a spot somewhere. But be nice and just, you know what? I didn't get it done this time. Next time. They're doing a pre-show Fresh Bake for the Paint the Night. It's the 2015 the College All-American Band. I don't know. These guys are awesome. It's about to get on right here.
Once again, the fun begins in just 30 minutes. See you then. Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos a
Outstanding. Love the college All-American band. These guys are awesome. They make it fun. I love how much fun they're having. Look at she's having fun. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out our Secrets in History videos, or maybe our ride-throughs, or you can just watch all of our weekly trip reports and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. It truly is the best of Disney Baked Fresh Daily. Oh, and don't forget, you can support Fresh Baked through our Patreon campaign, link below. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Fresh Baked!